My name is Carolyn King-Robitaille, and I'm the head field hockey coach here at St. A's. My first job out of college was an account manager at a company called Cultural Care Au Pair in Boston. My favorite thing about being at St. A's is my team, the student body in general, but I just love being around my team. They're incredible young women, really motivated, ambitious, and I feel like I'm always going to sort of, be up to date with what's going on. They keep me on my toes, but definitely the type of student athletes that are here and being around them every day. Luck, I think. I was driving from my former home in New York to my new apartment in southern Maine with no job when I got a phone call from Donna Guimont, who was one of the associate athletic director here. And they had just lost their field hockey coach, and she had my resume from, I think, the previous year. And I came in for an interview and commuted from Maine for a few months and then finally moved here. There's been a lot of really great memories. I think the first time we beat Stonehill, we were 0-18 against them. And in our third year, we beat them down there. And that's sort of always the players' biggest rival for whatever reason. And then this year, qualifying for the playoffs for the first time since 2007 and going 12-0 at home, it was just a really exciting year. Outside of coaching, that's kind of an oxymoron. There is no really outside of coaching, but I like to hike, I like to read, I like to spend time with family, anything outdoors, and then I do watch my fair share of Netflix series and things like that. Again, I think getting into coaching was a little bit of luck. I played softball and field hockey in college. When I graduated, I got into the workforce, sat in a cubicle, and just started to go a little stir crazy. So I reached out to my college coach, asked if there was any openings, went back up there to Maine, and just fell in love with it. Definitely the Pats. My favorite athlete is Allen Iverson. On bus trips I read and then sometimes listen to music. I try to avoid watching the movies because they're never very good. I'm currently reading a book called Radical. It's a very fascinating book. It's a memoir. About halfway through. U2. Definitely U2. I love Bono. I would say my biggest athletic achievement I know is yet to come. Maybe this year, perhaps. But last year making the playoffs and making that pretty incredible run we made. My dog is my most prized possession, Tondo. This is my favorite question of all time, and it's always different people, depending on sort of what's going on right now. So Nelson Mandela is always on my list. I studied abroad in South Africa, and I really just am inspired by him. First Lady Michelle Obama, based on her speech the other day, and Pat Summitt is my all-time sort of college coaching idol.